Hey everyone, and welcome back to episode 732 of Fallout 4. Last episode, we talked to Mags, the leader of the operators. We left the Disciples area, came over here, talked to them peoples, and, well, in good fashion, we stole literally everything imaginable. We did get a quest from Mags. We have a quest from Nisha. The only person left we need to talk to that is a leader of the gang is the pack leader. I don't know what their name is. I forget. I think they've said it in passing, but I don't really remember. Hey, you gonna talk to me? Oh, you're unique.
I wonder how much of Gage's little plan to replace Coulter wasn't just to make sure the bosses didn't take his head off, too.
You're a new unique person. Do you have anything to say?
Hey, Lizzie.
Walking around this place at night, even without the bodies, it's hard to believe they ever let children in here. So much money spent on this place, just to hawk some soda. Sad, don't you think? I always thought the parlor was a bit garish.
Hold still, lady.
But Mags and William have taken a shine to it, and two trump one, I guess.
Lizzie.
Would kill for an actual lab, though it hasn't helped yet. So much money spent.
Alright, so I think that's the extent of her dialogue. But yeah, we're gonna go finish up talking to the leaders today, hopefully. That is the plan anyway. Hopefully you dudes are enjoying the Fallout videos. I very much appreciate those of you who've been liking the videos. Thank you, dudes, for the support. It helps out. Can dog meat get out of the way? Oh, hey, look, we got a thingy bobber. Persuasion test 8.
So this will be test 8 of the persuasion formula. Our subject
Walking
here.
around this place at night,
What'd you say your name was
even
again?
without the bodies, it's hard to
Fuck
believe
you,
they ever
Lizzie.
let
When
children.
my crew finds out about this, they're gonna wear your skin.
Okay, we're just gonna call you 8. 8, would you please stop talking? Go to hell. As you can see, 8 is currently not receptive to my suggestions. Now, deploying the formula.
What? What the? Hey!
Hey yourself. 8, how do you feel right now? Fine. Good, I guess. Excellent. Now, 8, I'm going to untie your arm. Okay. Now, 8, I want you to hit yourself. Hit myself? Please. Ah! Again, please. Harder this time. Ah! That's perfect. Thank you, 8. You can stop now. Thank you. You're welcome. 8, I'm going to untie you. Now, if you wouldn't mind. 8! What are you...
Are you an idiot? Did you really think that shit would work? I'm gonna eat your...
Thank you, William. I'm going to need a minute before you bring in number
9. She like faked her out that the serum was working, and then yep, well, damn, she played her for like a fiddle. Nice. But yeah, I was giving dog meat his doggy cone, like the doggy cone of shame. Whenever they're not supposed to scratch things, and you know, I was messing with dog meat. And then it rolled over. It was kind of funny. But I want to read this terminal. Obviously, I didn't want to hack it and all that during the playing of the dialogue. But let's see what's on this terminal. So this is Lizzie Wyeth's terminal. So Lizzie seems to be it's always the quiet one. She's awfully quiet, but she can't be that. She's apparently doing some weird shit.
Sweet.
Oh my god. Test 1. First go, the formula was a flop. The subject William supplied me with turns out that he was a jethead. Pretty sure he's what caused the reaction to the formula and he suffered. Killed himself sneezing. Well, I see sneezing? Seizing. I don't know why I said sneezing, but I mean, I guess if you sneezed hard enough and capillaries and blood out of your nose, maybe you too could bleed out through your nose, but I wouldn't recommend it. Anyway, broke some of my equipment in the process. We'll need to account for that in the future batches. Don't want to have to replace the stuff again. Just hope I didn't risk my neck sneaking into the far reaches of the galactic zone for nothing. Test 2. Progress. Second subject was another heavy drug user. What else are we going to find around here? But no seizures this time. Spraying the target with the formula, however, doesn't seem to have made persuading her any easier. Now, once I injected, I feel like she started listening more attentively, but it was hard to tell over the screaming. On to test 3, I suppose. Test 3. Finally, some real results. The subject was older, female, in her 40s. Looks like some kind of farmer or something equally awful. That's not very nice. Applied the gas for it, and for a good minute was able to get her to agree with a series of increasingly less reasonable suggestions. Hand me that pen. Take off your shoes. Take off your clothes. She balked when I asked her to start mutilating herself. Jeez. But still, progress. Going to have William prepare a room. I think our guest will be staying here for a while. Test 4. More general testing with Miss Farmer, who William's taken to calling Aunt Annette, after the janitor that disappeared back when we were all still living in the Diamond City. That's kind of creepy. Progress continues, though I'm finding that persuasion is still crucial to getting what I want. If I can't sell my demands are a good idea, there's little chance of my suggestions to take hold. However, when offered correctly, I've managed to get Annette to put herself at greater and greater risk. Particular fun was when I succeeded in convincing her to pick the pocket of a disciple in the market. Disciple managed to take a chunk out of Annette before I could intervene, but nothing some gauze and antiseptic couldn't patch up. Made sure to give the disciple's description to William. Can't stand it when people damage my toys. Man, she is weird. Test 5. Decided it was time to run a real test for the formula. I'd order Annette to do some tasks outside the parlor, unsupervised. Give her the chance to run and see if she'd actually return. First step, of course, getting her in a state where she'd want to run. After a few days of pain, I gave her a dose and asked her to collect some ingredients for me from the market, all by herself. Almost. William was watching her from the rooftop just in case she did decide to run, and so we sat. A minute, 2 minutes, 3, waiting for the parlor with Megs. I could see the disapproving frown starting to edge at the corners of her mouth. But five full minutes later, who comes limping back into the parlor? Lovely Annette, arms full of exactly what I asked. Even set a new duration record for a single dose of the formula. Ugh. Now, unfortunately, the wound she sustained during our prep ended up getting the best of her not long after. But still, we all knew a success when we saw one. So rip farmer lady. Test 6. After positive results with Annette, Max requested some broader testing. First up, the market. While perusing Maddox's stall, I let a canister slip out of my bag. Not sure if it was the noise, smell, or a dozen other possible issues, but the test went nowhere. Maddox responded to exactly 0 of my demands. I was hoping I could finally do the whole park a favor and get him to cut off that ugly top knot. Seems it was not meant to be. Test 7, more failure. Mags wanted to see if we might be able to perhaps use the formula to get one of the local Brahmin trains to favor us with some additional supplies, but with no success. Another scenario to cross off the list. Test 8, this is one we just listened to. This batch apparently had gone bad without me realizing it, got the bruises to show for it. Test 9, finally, another success. William brought me in another farmer who responded much the same as Annette did. A thread to follow, it would seem. Test 10. We have our results. Caravans, no. Markets, no. But settlements, it would appear, are what this formula was made for. Maybe it's the exhaustion brought on by manual labor, the bad water, but something about the environment, Annette's wretched environment, appears to favor the gas. I decided I'd track my way back to the test subject 9's little dirt pit to see what I could get, see what I could get to happen when I deployed the gas. Before I knew it, I had them feeding me their winter stores, handing over what caps they had, and ultimately convincing them that the Brahmin sty was better in my hands. Off they shuffled, sad, unable to refuse, and the looks on their faces truly something to behold. And that's twisted. Like this. Okay, so yeah, it's always the quiet ones. This lady is just straight up mad scientist, man. Like that's.
If Lizzie asks you to volunteer
weird.
for one of her tests, don't.
Over, boss?
Yeah, I won't.
Making trouble? Good.
Yeah, okay. Oh, my feather duster now. Aw, I wanted to cosplay as a sexy maid. Come on, how am I supposed to be a sexy maid without the feather duster?
Gangs. No rule against tricking them into hurting
Fine.
each other, though.
Alright, let's go talk to the pack leader dude. Or girl. I don't know. So far they've all been women's. I'm sensing a pattern here, but we'll go see. We'll go see if I'm assuming the pack leader's a dude. I feel like he's probably just some crazy ravenous dude. That's just the vibe I get anyway. We shall see. But yeah, so far.
Trying my hand at the gauntlet just to see if I could do it.
So far, the least crazy.
No one stopped.
At least up front, face value. the operators. Now, after listening to that tape, you definitely get the vibe that that lady's turbo nuts and she's got some weird mama dada issues because, you know, they didn't give her her money, but at least they're not wearing people's faces.
If Lizzie asks you to volunteer for one of her tests, don't.
Wait. Did you volunteer for one of her tests? Because you look like Michael Jackson's botched nose job.
We'd all considered putting a bullet in Coulter's back.
Just saying. Oh.
Suppose you just beat us
Nuka
to
World
it.
paramedic report. Oh, I'm getting pushed away by that chair.
This is Del Walsh. I'm a paramedic in Nuka World's Infirmary Center, and this report is dated July 14th, 2077. Now, I'd like to officially go on record to express my dismay at the current safety conditions of some of Nuka World's rides.
Never did get why
I've just completed treating a patient who suffered multiple cuts and bruises after riding Mad Mulligan's minecart ride. Now, in the last year alone, I've treated 7 broken bones, 9 major lacerations, 78 muscle injuries, and 166 minor lacerations, all due to ride malfunctions. And this does not include the 2 fatalities that have occurred, both of which have been in the last 6 months.
Hey.
Fucking dog meat. Fucking dog meat. I think I have to go back and play the tape because it's going to cut off. Because if you interact with anything and the voice just stops. So it was Nuka World something. Nuka World paramedic.
This is Del Walsh.
Fuck you, dog meat.
I'm a paramedic in Nuka World's Infirmary Center, and this report is dated July 14th, 2077. Now, I'd like to officially go on record to express my dismay at the current safety conditions of some of Nuka World's rides. I've just completed treating a patient who suffered multiple cuts and bruises after riding Mad Mulligan's minecart ride. Now, in the last year alone, I've treated 7 broken bones, 9 major lacerations, 78 muscle injuries, and 166 minor lacerations, all due to ride malfunctions.
Sometimes you gotta ask yourself.
This does not include
How
the 2
high were they
fatalities
when
that have
they built
occurred,
this place?
both of which have been in the last 6 months. Listen, I understand that Project Cobalt has diverted
the
some of our
operators
park's
ain't hard.
maintenance and security
We know how to
personnel, and how important it is to the war effort.
Dying is more
But we can't ignore the fact that safety has fallen off the radar at Nuka World, and something must be done about it immediately. Since my supervisors have chosen to ignore my concerns, I'll be forwarding this recording to Mr. Bradburton's office personally.
Sounds like a dangerous set of rides. Some infirmary staff terminal here. Infirmary staff only. Message index. A new team member. Holy Jesus Christ, there's so much reading. New team member. Everyone, please welcome our new team member, Derek Larson. Derek is a registered nurse who comes to us from Medford Memorial. Like all of us, he's fond of children and can't wait to work in such a unique environment. That's kind of a creepy line. Please make Derek feel right at home. Claire Simmons, MS, FNP/BC. Importance of sanitation. Please make sure to maintain a sanitary workplace for the health and safety of our guests. Do not leave unfinished food and drinks out for an extended period of time. If you make a mess, clean it up immediately. I've seen too many instances of spilled Nuka-Cola or half-eaten lunches left at the desk. In that same vein, wash and sanitize your hands thoroughly after every meal and restroom visit. Failure to meet these appropriate sanitation standards can get us shut down by the state board, and I don't think anyone wants to see that. Thank you, Del Wash Senior Paramedic. So that was the dude we were just talking to. Nira. When approached by guests who have questions about the park, make sure you direct them to Nira. Nira is not only our park's proud mascot, she's a valuable source of information. Moreover, we want as many guests as possible participating in our fun and exciting park medallion collection challenge. Our surveys have shown time and again that it's one of the visitors' favorite activities, not only because it steers them towards the most exciting attractions, but because it rewards them for completing the activity. Guests who participate in the medallion search tend to score several points higher on overall satisfaction. Let's give them the chance to make the most of the New World adventure. I think I've read that line before. I think I've read that like on a different terminal. The Hidden Cappy Contest and you. Past days, we've seen troubling reports of the compliance of the park employees with the rules. 16 point. Yep, I have read this before. Don't provide hints. I read this a little bit ago when I first came to Nuka World. Communication and consideration. Everyone in the future likely to take the liberty to reorganize your supply closet. Please have the courtesy to notify the entire team, especially if you move some of the items to a different closet. I don't have to remind you how busy things get around on the weekend. Nobody wants to make our patients wait as we search for throat culture sticks or toilet paper. Communication, consideration, or vitality are vitally important in the work we do. Let's keep that in mind, Claire Simmons. So, or is it Simmons or Simpson? Simpson. So yeah, these two are things I've read before in different terminals. Upcoming vacation. As you all know, I'll be leaving the office for an extended period of time as I travel to Europe. During this time, Dr. Michaels will be our acting senior physician. I expect you to give Dr. Michaels your full support of the duration. Dr. Walsh. Dell Walsh will also fill in as lead during some of the shifts in order to ensure that Dr. Michaels gets a little time off. I know you'll make me proud and keep this clinic running smoothly in my absence. As a reward, I promise to bring you each back a souvenir. Until then, please make sure that if you need me for anything urgent, you speak to me about it in the next 2 weeks. Thanks, Dr. J. McDonald, Senior Physician. And quantum. This is something I've read before as well. So there's a couple, it's interesting, oh no, there's still other things. Interesting that some of this is like repeat, but some of it's specific to the infirmary. Physician's log, 9/13/77. Third time this week, I've spilled Nuka-Cola somewhere in the clinic. Time to send the team a friendly reminder. 9/19/77. Interviews with the new nurse candidates are set for Thursday and Friday. Need to adjust the schedule so Dr. Michaels can fill in while I meet with the candidates. 9/25/77. Finalize the itinerary for the upcoming vacation. Need to pay a deposit and start making final plans. 10/4/77. Brad Burton's called an all-hands meeting, mentioned an announcement of some kind. He's been keeping to himself more than usual today, or lately. Thought I saw some military personnel heading into his office the other day. Opening up new markets? 10/8/77. Note to self. Follow up with Hoffman about getting the dentist set up in the clinic. Lost count of the number of visits we get due to tooth pain. 10/17/77. More kids with skin irritation. Ever since the Nuka-Cola sprayers came online, there's been a marked increase in the number of these kinds of cases. Might be worth suggesting a less acidic variant of the Nuka-Cola to load into the sprayers. 10/20/77. The big quantum debut is at hand. I have to confess a certain amount of trepidation at what we're going to see. Clinical trials can only prove so much when it comes to drink as an experimental as quantum. Our test market trials say it's going to be a big hit, so once it hits the public, we shouldn't have to wait long to find out if there are any unexpected side effects. That sounds healthy. Supply orders. Order ID 144-877. Pens, quantity 2 boxes. Clipboards, quantity 3. Disposable pillows, quantity 10. Order 144-878. Surgical headlight 2. Exam gloves, white nitrate, quantity 5 boxes. Nasal cannulas, cannulas, is that cannulas? Cannulas, quantity 2 boxes. Order ID 144-879. Cold packs, quantity 10. Disposable resuscitator, quantity 5. Eye wash, quantity 1. Triangular bandages, quantity 3 boxes. Order ID 144-880. Alcohol prep pads, 1 case. Stretch gauze bandages, quantity 1 case. Flexible fabric adhesive bandages, quantity 1 case. 144-881. Cervical collar, quantity 5. Fingertip pulse oximeter. Quantity 3. Cloth surgical tape, quantity 4 boxes. Rectangular wash basin, 1. Antiseptic towelettes, 2 cases. 144-882. Cotton tip applicators, quantity 4 cases. Exam table, quantity 1. And that is the last order we have. Okay, so that's everything in that one. That was a mouthful. Alright, but hey, we read it. We did it. We did. Oh, I gotta get the safe. Lest we forget the safe here. Okay. Calm down, Mr. Advanced Lock. You're not even a novice one. Don't you pretend to be a hard ass like the novice one. Don't even.
That's it.
Mine now. Dude, I am so... Dog meat, get out of the way. I'm just so fed up with dog meat, but I am so overweight right now. 1,194 pounds. I've got so much stuff on me, man. It's ridiculous. We're supposed to be talking to the pack leader today, but there just happened to be a lot of loot along the way. I don't think he's in this room yet. What's this, though? Cappy's Cafe. I do need to sleep, but definitely need to eat and drink, and I can reclaim some of this AP back. I guess I might as well at this point eat once. Let's see here. Where's my rad? I'd rad scorpion steak, right? I'll eat one of those. You know what? I'll eat 2 of those. I'll use some purified water. There's a little bit of AP reclaimed. That'll keep me going for a while. Hey, you're a pack dude.
If you ain't standing out, you ain't worth looking at.
You guys are just like crazy looking.
Caught one of the traders
You a
stealing
sheep
food.
or a wolf? Because the pack only runs.
Turned him
You're
loose
wearing
outside
short
the gate.
shorts. You have a
Yeah,
pink
then I got
AK.
in a little extra target practice.
Feathers strewn about you. You look like you're from South Park with that hat. I can't take you seriously.
Ain't no one
At
said
all.
about Coulter. Just don't screw this up. Welcome to the nest, boss.
What?
We was wondering when you'd make it down here.
What is on your face? What is wrong with you? You have an AK with no top cover. Well, where's your top cover at? Also, you're missing your upper handguard. But I mean, it's not like it's not gonna. Wait, well, hold on. Gas is the gas block there? Okay, so the gas tube's there, so that'll still work. Brad Burton Amphitheater is apparently their place of operation, so that'll still work. But it's pretty easy for that debris that I'm always scrapping, that debris guy, to get in there.
Collar, it's because you asked for it. Ain't no one's a slave that don't want to be.
Sure, I'm sure. They have a dogfight going on over here? Look at this shit. That's not very nice. This is Michael Vick's house? Hold on. Let's save and open it and see what happens. I feel like I'm in Michael Vick's house. Let's go. Dogfight. Yeah, let's let him back in. Let's let him back into the sports ball because that's good. Run, dogs, run! Doggos! No, doggos! Stop it!
It ain't easy keeping the zoo. We all do our part.
Mason's hard.
Oh, let me pick these up. Here, it's canned dog food. Be nice to each other. Aww. They have unlimited HP, it seems. I mean, I tried to be nice to them. Well, not to be nice to them, but I tried to, like, help them. I tried to push them away, you know, use an item to separate them. It don't work. Get them, dog meat. You're like twice the size of them anyway. It's kind of weird looking. These guys are so freaking weird, man. I can tell you right now, I'm not going to have any interest in the pack people. They're just kind of like psychotic. I mean, granted, the disciples are psychotic, but yeah. Okay, so you're head honcho. Oh, don't get a doge.
Most can handle it. That bother me. Help.
Wait, you're level 69.
I can handle it.
There's plenty of collars in the kennels if you can.
It ain't easy keeping the zoo. We all do our part.
The fact that the fight music plays is kind of annoying. Oh, apparently I can open that. Pack Ghoul-rilla. Wait a minute. Are you like ghouled? Dude, you actually are. Look at him. He's like ghoulified. Look at him. He looks like a zombie. I like how there's this huge hole in the gate there. Oh, come on. I have to do this. Yeah, I really don't like, in a dialogue sense, that this music is playing. I can't even hear these people talking. It's kind of annoying. But let's see what happens if I let the Ghoul-rilla, legit called a Ghoul-rilla, let him out.
Yes.
Hey. Really? You're not interested in mauling people? I kind of figured that'd be like right up your alley. I'm thoroughly surprised that you're not interested in mauling people. Well, you'd be a good Ghoul-rilla.
Gotta chase what you want to catch.
Now that I get a closer look at you, I'm not sure I'm buying this new overbought.
Okay, Bethesda. You guys in your infinite fucking wisdom. Music. You guys are fucking idiots. Stop updating the Creation Club and fix your base game. Don't be a dick to him. Do what I tell you.
As long as you care about yourself, you'll do what I tell you.
Ha! You might make it out of here alive after all. Name's Mason, the Pack's Alpha. This here's our side of town. You might be overboss, for now, but I'm the boss of the Pack, and it's gonna stay that way. Long as you don't go forgetting that, we're gonna be fine.
Your people aren't gonna cause me any problems, are they?
The Pack does what I tell them. You don't get in my way, they won't get in yours.
I'm not here to make us friends. I'm here to make us some caps.
I think we can all respect Caps, if not each other. Look, it ain't like anyone's broke up about Coulter. Just figured on his replacement being, well, different. But Gage says you're the boss now, so you're the boss.
Hold on, I gotta get this speech checked. The sound of the dogs hitting each other is kind of annoying. You'd figure that one of them would have been dead by now. You know what? Unlimited HP confirmed. Unlimited HP confirmed. Let's see if I can break up the doggo fight, but apparently I can't break up the doggo fight. Because that's super annoying. That is by far one of the most obnoxious things ever. Oh my god, why, game? Why? Why? Ugh. That's right.
You don't want to be overboss?
If I thought the other gangs would go along, yeah, I'd run this place in a heartbeat. Might have to, if you turn out to be a turd. At least it ain't Max Black, that freak Nisha. Besides, you can't possibly be worse than Coulter.
Where is my camera right now?
Coulter was weak. Why'd you follow him at all?
Been wondering that ourselves. Don't get me wrong, Coulter was definitely overboss. Not a man to mess with. And things were good in the beginning. Real good. But that was a year ago. Then Coulter went soft. Wanted to take stock in what we achieved.
So what is it you want?
Caps, action, something. Anything that's more than the sitting around we've been doing for the last year.
I think you're a bunch of ungrateful children.
Careful there, boss. We ain't ungrateful, just fed up. Sure, this place beats living in the shitholes we had out there, but it ain't the palace of cats we signed up for. Ain't none of us happy, not even the disciples. And they're normally a chipper bunch so long as they're drenched in blood. Things were going to hell fast, but Gage put the brakes on that, got us together, and promised he'd find someone to deal with Coulter.
Oh god, I can only imagine that speech check's gonna be something fun to try and fish for, but hey, let's go. Dude, the sound effect is driving me nuts.
So what's the real story behind Gage and Coulter?
Hey, I only know what I've
easy.
heard. Story is that Gage talked Coulter into becoming overboss. And he got you in here, didn't he? Maybe he likes people owing him. Maybe it lets him get things done without getting dirt on his hands. After Coulter went soft, Gage got us behind closed doors and promised he'd get someone to off Coulter. And you did just that. Might have been the whole point of the gauntlet all along.
You can trust me. I'll be a good leader.
No offense, but you just got here. We'll see what you can do. Look, let's cut to the chase. You gonna do right by the pack? I hear you've been talking to the other gangs.
Do as you're told. Do as you're told. I'm gonna put this kid in his place. Come on, fucking speech checks. Let's go. let's put this fucker in his place. Don't you dare fail me, speech check.
Be a good dog and do what you're told, or you'll be put down.
Oh yeah, boss. Nothing from my guys. You got enough to worry about without a dominant struggle inside the pack to deal with. You know what? I think we're not so different, me and you. I want you to have this. Consider it a token of our mutual understanding and respect.
Oh, hey, look, a free gun. Hey, look, this is the same gun that person at the door had. No top cover, missing the upper handguard. Increased damage after each consecutive hit on the same target. That could be potentially really good, depending on what increased damage means. Like, what's the number? But that could be really good on a high, like this is not a good gun against like a noob mob, like a baby mob that you one hit anyway. But like a death claw or just a high level enemy. Like, this might actually be really good. A problem solver. Ooh.
One last thing before I let you go. There's always work to do around here, keeping the zoo in order. If you're ever able to lend a hand, drop by. Loyalty's a two-way street.
Okay, so I think we can all agree that that is unnecessary, and Bethesda should be ashamed that, they couldn't bother to just mute that sound effect for like 2 seconds as you're, speaking to the people you're supposed to be speaking with. But remember, guys, the Creation Club is more important than ease of life and other important fixes. How dare they? How dare you suggest they optimize their game when they could introduce the Creation Club and make you pay for mods? How dare you offer suggestions? But it is time to wrap it up here, guys. Episode 732. I'm liking the sound of this AK. I think that might be pretty fun. I'll pick up his next quest, and then I guess we got to go back to Coulter Gage, turn this in, and we're gonna figure out what the hell it is we're gonna be doing in Nuka World. Fun stuff. So again, thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you next time.